classmate gives speeches, especially if you hear 20 speeches one after the other. You become overwhelmed and you will probably find yourself tuning out at some point. Or what if a speaker condenses so many statistics into the presentation that you cannot keep track of all numbers? That's information overload. For example, if I'm keeping five lectures every day, right? First lecture is communication, second lecture account, third lecture account, fourth lecture account, again fifth lecture there would be some other theory lecture. So what happens, you need some time, right? If all lectures, suppose in addition to it I keep maths lecture also, so it becomes very difficult, right? Concentrating some time is not given, so you need to come out of that subject and get into the other subject. So if you are loaded back to back with the lectures, it would be a mess. Only mess when if you are capacity of listening comes to an end. For example, as the slide has given you example that your FC teacher has started with your presentation, and all one by one students are coming, they are giving their presentation, and you all students, you are listening to your friends. And what happens, first presentation would be active listen, second, third, fourth. So what happens, the more number and people come and speak, your level of attention, listening capacity reduces. So that is basically information overloaded. You are listening to the same topic time and again. So what happens, you overlook, you ignore, and somewhat things happen in such situations, right? For example, if you are, as they have said, what if a speaker condenses so many statistics, means what he has put so many statistics that the 2001 the graph of students was this much, now 2021 the graph of students is this, and he has shown all those graph back to back in detail, and thereafter he asks you any question, it would be a big problem, right? Because you need to give some time to understand, right? Otherwise it becomes very difficult for you to focus. Personal concerns, let's face it, you have a lot going on in your life. You attend school, you probably work, you might be raising a family, and you have your own personal issues to work through every day, right? Now, personal concerns, you, but obvious, you are supposed to get up, sit in the front of laptops or your whatever gadget you are using to attend that lecture. Lecture starts at 8, 9, 10, 15, 11, 15, right? Sometimes it would even go at 12:15 also, right? You have to attend the workshops, seminars, right? So what is that? Basically you are overloaded, but it is a part of your course, so you have to listen to it. It is not the thing that you do and the work is over. After that, you are a part of a family, so you have to do household work, you have to look after your relations, you have to, if you are working, you have to go to your workplace, you have to fulfill other works. So all that is your personal concern. So at times what happens, we forget, right? We meet so many people, we meet so many relations, right? So at times there are chances that we over listen and we forget a particular thing. Sometimes when you are observed in your own thoughts and concern, we can't focus on what someone else is saying, right? Suppose you have a very big thing, right? You have a function at your place today evening, right? So, and there are many people who are going to come. So even though if you are at work, so your attention would be diverted more to that evening event, and there are chances that you will not be able to focus. Why? So that is also a barrier to listening, right? Your role as an audience member is to listen to what the speaker is saying, right? Now, your role as a what? Your role as an audience. Now you are sitting on the other side of the dais, and your role is what? You listen to what the speaker is saying. But if you are sitting and yawning, if you are doing something, right? Somewhere the screen is minimized and you're playing, you're answering your friends on WhatsApp, you're sitting and listening, right? Yeah, there are many other activities are going on. So what happens? You're not attentive here. If you find yourself focusing on your own upcoming speech rather than listening to your classmates, you are allowing your personal concern to distract you, right? Now, what happens? There are chances that when you give presentation, you will not be able to focus properly, right? And you will be thinking, come on, the way he said, I will also speak in same way, so there won't be any question asked by the teacher. But you are different, the person who is your friend is different, you understand the difference and behave accordingly. Or perhaps you are worried about something happening at home or work. When you allow those worries to take your focus, you will often find that you become less effective listener. Means what? Suppose you are preoccupied by some other thoughts, right? After going from here, you have to appear for a test, or suppose you have 4 lectures, third lecture your accounts teacher is going to ask formulas, so that will disturb. Right from first lecture you will be sitting with your books under the desk and you will be only pretending that you are listening to the lecture. So what happens? Those worries will make you less effective listener. Understood? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll show you both the slides again. Now, as I told you, we cannot put all the things on these slides. It is a presentation, right? PPT. So we need to put things into points only. But when I'll send the notes in Google Classroom, it will be sent in detail. Okay. So it is your duty to write the things properly from the Google Classroom to your notebooks. Right. Hope you remember next Wednesday is your date for submission of your book, right? Submission of your book in the sense you have to upload the photo of that into the Google Classroom. Okay. Now, even if you have completed, so don't wait for Wednesday to come. You upload, no issues. But make sure you are understanding what you're writing. Write the question properly, read and write. Right? If you're learning and writing, really excellent, right? But make sure that your spellings are correct. Okay. If you're copywriting, then to no issues, make sure you're reading, understanding and writing it. If you have any doubts, please read the slides and ask questions.
Sir, sir, I want to ask you something.
Ask.
Sir, you gave us topic for writing.
Which topic you are talking about?
Sir, you are now talking that upload in Google Classroom your writing work.
The things that were being given to you day before yesterday, right, in Google Classroom, that is to be copywritten into your notebook. Is it understood?
No, sir.
तुमको गूगल क्लासरूम में नोट्स दिया है?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो वो एज इट इज गूगल क्लासरूम का नोट्स तुम लोग को नोटबुक बनाने के लिए बोला है, करेक्ट? हेलो?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So read that and write. Okay, I have given you all university question papers with answers. Okay, so you will also have the idea how question paper comes, how are the answers to be written, right? What does the examiner expect? So that is all given to you in detail. So only thing what you need to do is you need to copyright. Once you have written it, take the photo, right? Either convert it into PDF and upload in Google Classroom. If you don't know how to convert to PDF, simply take photos and upload. Samjha?
Yes, sir. Samjha.
I'll send you the attendance link. लिंक आया तुम लोग को? Did you all receive the link?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please give the feedback in the form. Those who have finished, please go through the slides again. Read properly, right? If you have not understood, please ask. Well, actually, we completed lot many sections of the syllabus, so I'm going slow now.